let's turn on this policy. I want successes and I'm going to turn on failures, because what failures will allow us to see is that if someone's trying to brute force an account, right? Or maybe some bad actor is sitting there trying to guess the password for some kind of account, right? Or maybe it's a password spray where at some point you're seeing failed logons for 100 different accounts all at the same time, right? And then after 100 times, you see a success, meaning maybe the password spray was successful. So we're going to turn on success and failure. Now, some of you may say, okay, you don't need the failures, or you need the failures, you don't need the successes. Again, to each their own. I'm going to turn on both of these, and if we have to adjust later, we'll adjust. So let's apply that. Cool. We got audit logon turned on. I have a list on my other screen where I am tracking what actual GPOs I want to be configuring. Next, let's do the audit account lockouts. This is saying this policy setting allows you to audit events generated by a failed attempt to log on to an account that is locked out. If an account's locked out and someone's trying to log into it, we'll see that. So let's turn that on. Let's pop on over to account logon right here. And there is this GPO called Audit Credential Validation. Let's pop that open and let's see what the Explain tab is saying. This policy setting allows you to audit events generated by validation tests on user account logon credentials. So we're going to turn on this setting, and what this setting is going to allow us to audit is that every time an account tries to authenticate, that authentication, that request going to your domain controller, or if the local computer is handling that, it's going to get logged. We're going to see some pretty granular details like the successes, the failures, where it came from, what protocol is it using, right? And this kind of stuff is going to be really helpful if we were to do some kind of investigation. So I'm going to turn on audit credential validation, success and failure. Let's hit apply. Let's pop on over to account management. And we got some more settings here. And I want to enable audit user account management. So let's double click that. Let's see what the Explain tab is saying here. This right here is the golden nugget of what we're trying to look for, right? This policy setting allows you to audit changes to user accounts. Anytime a user account is created or it's modified, deleted, renamed, disabled, enabled, locked out, whatever it is, anytime something's happening to a user account, that event is going to be logged. So I want to take those logs and ingest it into my centralized logging and monitoring solution. Okay, I think that's pretty important. So let's go ahead and turn on successes and failures for this. And then